First Nations in Canada have a broad range of legal jurisdiction, including ordinary matters of on-reserve governance, plus responsibility for protecting constitutional rights and the economic development of the community. Right now I'm going to discuss economic development and some of the special legal challenges with respect to that. Indian reserves in Canada are special protected land areas that are inalienable. That means they cannot be sold or transferred away from the band except under very unusual circumstances, which never happens. So that inalienability is both an advantage and a disadvantage. The land will always be there for the use of future generations, but it's hard to borrow money against it. It's hard to mortgage it because moneylenders want to be able to seize the land if there's ever a default, and you can't seize reserve land because it's protected from alienation. That problem is often solved through the use of a lease. So what the moneylender can seize if there's a default is the remaining term of the lease. But the moneylender's in no better position than the original tenant, because at the end of that term, that land reverts to the band and becomes the inalienable land of the band again. The second interesting legal situation is taxation. Right from the very beginning in Canada and also in the United States, Indian nations were exempt from taxation because they were considered to be separate, independent, although internal nations within the country. And you don't tax another nation, so you don't tax an Indian nation. And that law has continued through to the present day. So that creates a huge advantage. Economic development without certain kinds of taxation is, of course, something that the planners and economists can factor into the cost of a development in order to make it successful. So you put those two things together and you have particularly unusual legal challenges for development on reserve, challenges and opportunities. And so that's the foundation of on-reserve economic development. Now, of course, many First Nations have economic development off-reserve, which is governed in accordance with the normal laws of the province or territory in which it occurs. So band governments have this remarkable series of challenges, which is that they're attempting to relieve historic poverty and injustice against their people in a legal environment that's exceedingly complex. It's a different universe on reserve than off reserve, but they must operate in both worlds. And but of course with enormous success in some cases and increasing success. That's the basic outline of economic development on reserve, one of the huge challenges faced by the chiefs and councils of the First Nations in Canada. Thank you.